Hello everyone, this is Astocky here and welcome back to my Solitary Craft 7 Nuclear Apocalypse Challenge. I have done some redecorating and remodeling, so I'll start off by showing you what that is. The first thing that I have done is this room has now been vastly expanded and there are less trees in here. And now what that means is each tree is the correct distance away from every other tree and every wall that I maximize my leaf block count. I'd kind of been doing it anyway because I'd only been planting half the saplings after I recorded the last episode, but then it was pointed out to me that even what I was doing was a bit silly, that I should do more, so I went ahead and did it. So I now have lots of room for trees, and when I can be bothered harvesting them, I should get lots of saplings. Now I'm going to have to just go back and get some cobblestone. I can hear something making a lot of noise and I'm not sure what it is. Ah, my generator, okay. Yeah, I'm just cooking up some coal blocks because this was basically empty, because this drained all the power out of it. So I figured I have so much coal, I'll throw a few blocks in there and just cook it up for a while. It didn't really do anything in here, and I have to fill that hole back in, otherwise I'm going to forget all about it. This pick has ended up being a Fortune 2 pick, and I haven't added any more lapis since last time you guys saw. It just seems to be when you do a lot of mining and you actually find good things and then mine them with the pick gets luckier. And it just seems to continuously get luckier and luckier for me, because I've only put less than 100 lapis in there, and I think it's up. I'll actually go to the tool station just to check. So it's now up to, there you go, up to 201 now. So way more than it started with, and again, like I said, I like to keep this with me, because by keeping this with me, it helps make sure that I don't ever be somewhere where I need a pick and I don't have one. You know, if I was to ever die and lose this pick, that would just be like the end of the world. It would be the apocalypse. The nuclear apocalypse. No, that was really bad. I'm sorry. I promise I won't do that again. So, what else have I done? Did some mining. Got a bunch of stuff. I collected a whole lot of my ore berries as well, because I'd totally forgotten about them. So we'll just grab all these different things out. Pretty sure everything goes in here, except for those creeper ore berries. Except for the creeper ore berries. Come on, seriously. But I have 40 aluminium now, so when I get started with Tinkerer's Construct, I'm going to be like super up on top of making aluminum brass and things like that, which are necessary. So this in here looks rather bare, and the reason for that is I intend to collect all these berry bushes that are up high, because they are like self-growing things, which is really cool. My intention is to increase the size of my berry farm. You know what? There is no reason to do it. Actually, hang on a second. Nope. I was messing around in one of my test worlds and I had magneting on, so I wanted to make sure that that's not the... Oop, see? That's why it's always important to check. Yeah, I was messing around in my test world recording my IC2 test video. Ah, it needs to be on dirt. I will come back and I will fix that later. But yeah, I plan to make that all nice and big. This is all unchanged, but out here, yeah, this is where it's different. Big farm. I intend to have from here forward all wheat. I've just got barley there at the moment because I haven't got enough wheat seeds. And then back here I've got cotton, pumpkins, and I think this one here is a watermelon. So kind of growing all them. And like I said, this episode, maybe I didn't say, this episode is about me getting clay, because I want to get started with Tinkerer's Construct metals, serious type. So in order to do that, I have worked out 56 clay, 56 sand, and 56 gravel. Now I definitely have the sand and the clay, but gravel, but you'll see I have absolutely no clay. And that's pretty annoying. So I'm going to, seeing as I can no longer use this clock, because it doesn't tell the time for me anymore, I'm going to make myself one more clock. It's a bit of a waste of gold, I think, but I don't really use gold for very much at all. I still need a crafting table for it, no matter how much I wish I could just do it in my inventory. Okay, so the time is daytime. That's not a very good time to be going out and having at the world, so I'm gonna prune some of these trees and see if I can get some saplings back out. Now I don't know if it's 1.6.2 or whether it's Biomes Aplenty or something that I got installed, but I tried in a test world making a forestry tree farm, and it was just ridiculously bad. I always thought forestry tree farms were really good, but I haven't tried the multi-block ones for quite a while. But this new farm took ages to build, used up a lot of resources, and was really just a pain to make. And in the end, it didn't actually do very good. I admit over a long term it probably would be better than doing it myself, or at least it would be a lot less effort. But I'm not really worried about the effort. What I am worried about is just a return on saplings. So you can see I've got 4 so far. So, kind of replacing them all. And the idea is that now I have all those leaf blocks left, and I only have to get 2 more saplings. So the rest should be profit. And I think, just based on some quick testing I had done off camera while I was mining all this out, I think having a full tree versus a kind of a half tree basically doubles the amount of what I call sapling profit you get. Again, apples not even phased by apples. I'm also in the process of collecting up. I've got a half a stack there so far, and I'm in the process of trying to collect up more. But definitely getting a good amount of saplings. And this definitely doesn't reduce your chance of getting saplings. I think it was just that I had just such a ridiculously low leaf count for the amount of trees I was getting that it wasn't working for me. So let's see how we did. Run over, make sure I haven't missed anything. They seem to fall in those holes quite a lot, so I have to always check the holes, make sure there's nothing in the holes. I turned the music down just a little bit previously when I was recording the tutorial, so whack that back up. See, sapling in a hole. So there you go, from, what's that, 7 trees, I got 15, so I'm getting about 3 saplings per tree now, which is much better than the between 1 and 2 I was getting before. So, well on the way. Still though, it is definitely not nighttime outside. What I was thinking of doing is trying to make these things. So I need orange dye, some more orange dye. Then there was a scuba helmet you need, which is more orange dye. So I need 4 pieces of orange dye, which means I need 1 red flower and 1 yellow flower. I've got everything else that I need, so in this expedition I'm also going to get myself some flowers. It sounds very feminine of me. Not really. I certainly think in my experience men buy more flowers than women do, because men like to give them. I'm going to stop. I'm not helping anyone at the moment. But I need flowers. 1 red one, 1 yellow one, and I need to put them somewhere good. Let's just chuck all this stuff in here for now. Got some oak. Now before I go outside, I'm going to put this pick down, because if I was to die with that on me, like I said, it would be the end of the world for me. I also going to take some golden swords with me in case my iron one breaks. I'm going to make a Tinkerer's Construct sword, but I wanted to make a metal one. I wanted to be, super cool. So actually, it is Somnia time. So hopefully this will work for you guys, and you can see that. So you can see there it is doing 5, 7 times, even with me recording. I've been getting about, well, more than double that when I'm not recording. and that's substantially better, but you can see the screen's gone black. That's because I changed those settings we were talking about previously to make it so that, now that should mean it's now nighttime. So what I'm going to do is just pause the video quickly, make sure everything's recording properly, and then I will meet you guys outside. Back in a sec. Okay guys, here we are. We are outside and fed up and ready to go. So time to head to the nearest water source again. Mad dash, because we need to find some clay. Now I think I've checked this one out before, and I don't think there was any clay here last time. Yeah, it's definitely not looking like there's any clay here. So what I'm probably going to have to do is keep diving from water puddle to water puddle in an attempt to find some clay. I'll be honest, I'm not really liking my chances of this whole thing, and I hate the new zombies in 1.6.2. They spawn with an abundance, and it's just scary. So my personal preference is to just run like the clappers and jump a lot. I know it eats up a lot of food, but that seems to work for me. Now, clay balls. Uh-oh, creeper. At least if I get the creeper out in the water, he's much less dangerous. Okay, I think I have found my first source of clay. Indeed I have. Perfect. Like I said, I only need 56. So I'm going to avoid getting too carried away, and I can't see how much I'm carrying, and that clock is essential to me living. What's that? A stack and a little bit. Okay. You know what? If there's any more clay in this deposit, I'm going to get it. I don't think that there is. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. That's going to be enough for now. Man, I'm so greedy. I'm so greedy. I'm so greedy. But I'm sure you all know how it is. You're playing Minecraft, you go, okay, I'm just going to do this, and then you try and do it, and then you realize that you haven't got enough stuff to do what you want. And you're like, darn it, now I have to go back out and get it again. And normally that's a pain, but when you're playing this particular breed of challenge, it's more than a pain. It can be life-ending. Where'd that creep go? You know, it can be absolutely life-ending to have to go out during the day to get something that's essential. So, not going to do that. You can tread water and eat apples. That's cool though. I do like that. But thanks to my magical fallout protection boots, I'm safe out here at night from the fallout that's on the ground, and I'm going to need to thoroughly wash this clay when I take it back. Like I said, it's third generation for anything that's livable, like animals and trees and crops and things. For other things that aren't like that, like I said, I've just had to make up the rule that it's oh, not cool. Ow, in the butt. Ow. At least he helped me get away from him. No, he didn't. He didn't hit me hard enough. Maybe hit me too hard. I don't even know. I hope I'm heading towards the right spot. Panic. Outside. Scary. Need to go back inside. Need to go back inside. Need to be inside. Need to be inside. Need to be inside. Need to be safe. Safe. Okay. That's creepy. Every time I see the head, it freaks me out. I shouldn't have put it there. Okay, so what did I get? Gunpowder, dirt, sand, raw marble. Oh, that was my bit that was in the doorway, so we'll leave that there as well. Take these boots off, put them back. Now the clay. Gonna thoroughly wash the clay. Chuck it all in there. Washing, washing, washing. Man, this takes forever. And next slot. Thoroughly washing the clay. You know how it is, clay needs to be washed. Perfect. So I'm going to wait till it all gets to the end. Give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, washed. That's my rule. I'm sticking to it. If you guys don't like it, nah, that's not totally fair. But by the time you tell me you don't like it, it's going to be too late. And you know, I think I said at the beginning that that was a reasonable way of doing it anyway. So I'm sticking with reasonable. I'm not aiming to break any records here. So we need, but like I said, by my count, I need 56. So I'm going to put the other clay in my precious chest because it's become very precious to me. And now we need to make some grout. Should be a shapeless recipe. Excellent. So what did that give me? Gave me a lot of grout. I don't exactly know how much, but there is no better way to cook it than an electric furnace. So I'm going to cook this up. Did you notice I didn't get any flowers? I really tried to get flowers, but all I saw was little tiny Christmas tree type things and people shooting at me. So unfortunately, those were both very anti-flower. I've collected a stack of cactus too. Not that it really matters, but yeah, 22 now. Nope, up here. How's our power going? Up to 6 bricks. I think I'm probably going to have to come back later. Yep, I'm going to have to pause the video and come back once those bricks are finished smelting, because this is just taking forever and it's getting a bit ridiculous. This barley grows really fast, I like that. And so does my pumpkins. So I got 9 across. I got 4 pumpkins, so yeah, it's going to be 5 melons once it's ready. But I also haven't got any sugarcane. I need to get some sugarcane too, because I can't recall having ever made pumpkin pie in Minecraft. So that is something else that I want to achieve in this series. But again, until this finishes cooking up all these seared bricks, I'm just going to run around in circles off camera, and I'll see you guys once it's done. Back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. It didn't actually take as long for me as I thought that it might, because I just used the bed. And I was actually getting 0 times when I first started using the bed, and I was getting a whole lot of console messages saying the server can't keep up. So I'm not sure if it's a Somnia thing that's very resource sapping or what it is, but I should have really thought about getting some of those bricks out of there earlier. Anyway, what we need, and I have worked this out very carefully, is we need to make stuff. Yep. So the first thing we're going to need to make is a seared tank. Then, we get a book. Awesome. And the book tells us all about how everything works. And if I had it, look at this. Here you go. These are the things that we need. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. If I had there you go. Aluminum brass, how to make the recipes. I mean, this has got it's got absolutely everything. Now somewhere in here I have the other 2 books. Oh, something's dying on one of my bushes. Come on, where did I put those books? I know they're here. I didn't throw out any of the books. See? So the first one tells you all about how to get started with Tinkerer's Construct. Talks about how to make the upgraded tool forge, which is where you can make like the tier 2 things. I have the tier 1, which is the tool station, to make the tier forge. What are punji sticks used for? Traps. Make barricades. Grout. So this is the bit that I've just done, and that makes seared bricks, and then you can make the smeltery controller, and then once you do that, you'll get your new book. So we're going to now go to the second book, which talks about tools, and so this would have told me all about the things that I could have made. But what I really want to make, because I want to try this thing out, harvest entire trees up to 30, anything defined in trees, and it has an area effect. Mine's a 3x3 area. This is a fallback if a tree is not found. So that's kind of pretty cool. It requires a lot of stuff though, and it requires you to have that tier 2 item, and that tier 2 one also actually requires a bunch more things. So I need 18 of these bricks. So I think what I have cooked up is going to be just enough to make the basics. It's not going to be enough to make that second tool thingy, this one. It's not going to be enough to make that because I'm going to need 3 more seared bricks, so another 12 of them. So yeah, this has got to go for a while, but what I'm going to do is work out where to set this up. Now this is previously my Tinkerer's Construct room. It's no longer going to be my Tinkerer's Construct room. I'm going to put Tinkerer's Construct 1, 2, 3. No, see, it's not. It wouldn't be wide enough to fit here. That's already taken. That's already taken. So that gives me my farm. So I need an area that's at least 5 by 5 in size, probably a little bit bigger. So I'm going to get my good pick, and while we're waiting for those things to cook, where did I put my good pick? There we go. And they can have them too. And I will start the basics of this while I'm waiting for those other seared bricks to cook up. I've only got 5 torches though, which is not ideal. So I'm going to start here. I do love this pick. This is super fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be, I believe, the size that I'm going to need. So light that up a bit so you guys can see. We'll do the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, this is good. This is going to give me all the dirt that I need for that other area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 torch in each corner I find is always a really good way to start. Now, assuming these dig holes line up, there we go. So, you know, if you had to do this with a stone pick, which is how I used to do it when I was playing like 1.4, when I had no industrial craft and I had no Tinkerer's Construct, oh my goodness, this is slow. And for some reason, I could hardly find any diamonds in that episode. Actually, you know what? It could have been Red Power was eating up all my diamonds because I was making like diamond blocks and things and diamond hand saws. But I definitely don't feel like I was getting like the 18 odd diamonds I'm getting in this version. And I don't even have a use for them. I mean, I can make myself a super flashy special sword thing. And then once I make that, I can do something good with it. But now what we want to do is we want to take these seared bricks and we want to lay out a 3 by 3 pattern. That is the base. Now around that, I'm going to use just gabbro cobblestone to build that area up. Silly torch. Okay, so around that area, you now have to place 3 on the back, 3 on each side, and then you get yourself set up at the front. So these bricks should all be done by now. And then we should be good to go. I'm hoping 1 bucket of lava is enough because I think that was all that I got. Okay, so we now need... Actually, let's start placing things to make sure we don't make stuff we don't need. Okay, so we need 1 controller, 1 tank, and here we need a drain. So run like crazy back to my crafting table. So we need to make A drain. Okay, that is not a drain. Use. Ah, there we go. One drain. Now for the drain to work, you need to make a faucet, and then you need to make a table to cast things on, and then you need to make yourself a buckety thing to pour fluids into. And then the rest of these, I think, should make up the rest of the bricks that I need. Now, I only have one piece of copper. I'm going to bring some copper ore, and I'm going to bring some of that as well. Ah, I totally forgot my lava bucket. And yeah, I did only have one. So I don't actually know how long one lava bucket's going to last. It might not be long enough, which would be unfortunate. So, can't right click there yet. Got to place the rest of our blocks. So there we go, we've got it all filled in except for this one spot just here, and that's where we place our drain, and then this lights up to say that it's working. So now we right click there, and you can see it's put lava in. Now underneath our bucket we put our casting table, and then on here we place our spout. One working Tinkerer's construct, set up a doohickey. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in, you need to put 3 to 1, I believe. I'm going to have to confirm that for sure. Yep, 3 aluminium and 1 copper. So 3 to 1. So we're going to go 3 to 1. So 2 lots of 3, 2 lots of 1. So hopefully now you can see all the bars kind of heating up a little bit here. And if we stand up and look, you can see there's the ore blocks, and that's them actually heating up. So they're reaching a hot temperature, and eventually what will happen is they will reach a molten temperature. So still going up, taking its time. Okay, that one's now liquid, so there you go, you can see them becoming liquid. So now we have molten aluminum, and then the copper will heat up, and then these 12 ingots of molten aluminum. It is aluminum they've spelt it, isn't it? Yeah, aluminum, because there's an extra I think in aluminium the way we spell it. But whatever, I'll call it aluminium. And look, there we go, we now have 8 ingots of molten aluminium brass. So we are now ready to go to the next step. And the next step, where did I put my tool station down? Did I put you in here? In here? In here? How the heck do you lose a tool station? I'll be fair, it only takes a little bit of wood to get it back, so it's not like it's a big loss. But how do you lose one? I have no idea how you lose one of them. That's not important. What is important is we are up to the next phase of the plan, which is the phase that comes just slightly before profit. And that is we now decide what tool we wish to make. So, let's just start by making one of each of these things. So there's, now can I do it this way? I'm not sure if that actually benefited me in any way at all. But I've now got stone tool rod, stone binding. I'm going to do a pickaxe head as well, and an axe head. So then I've got an axe head as well, and then a shovel head. So you only need to make one of each, because what these are going to do is these are going to act as casts to allow you to use different metal in different ways. So we come in here now, we have this all nice and molten and doing its good stuff. So we place down whatever our tool is, in this case it's an axe head, and we click on the spout. it pours the liquid out, liquid cools down. You can see we've gone from 8 ingots to 7. Then we just right click and take it back out, and we have a cast. So now we just have to make one of each tool. So we've got an axe, we've got a shovel. I'll make a binding. And so you can see that because of all the mining I had to do before I actually got my clay that I needed for this stuff, I'm actually pretty well off in terms of having the equipment that I need and everything else. So I can make 3 more things. Excellent. So what I might do is I might make, I've got 3 ingots left. Let's make some more patterns. Make some patterns for some tier 2 machines. Now I'm going to go back and put that, no, I'm not going to do that yet. Just going to throw these in here because these are no use to me anymore. These, however, highly useful. I don't need to do any more of that right now. Dirt, cobble, cobble. Chuck the pumpkin in there. Wrong click. What was I thinking? My books. Let's put the books up here in the item slot. That's a good spot for them. I'm going to make some more grout now, because I need 3 more seed bricks. So I have 1, so I need so that will make, so I need to make another 6. Why won't you just click in? So using your scroll wheel you can move them in between the 2 inventories, but I don't understand. I don't understand why I can't just scroll wheel them straight into here. I don't get it. I'm sure I see RyanTheAllMighty do it all the time, and I know I'm doing something wrong, because if it works for him and it doesn't work for me, well, actually, you know, he could have a mod that allows him to do it. But again, I don't know what it is. If I cook these ore berries up too, that will give me nuggets, which can make extra ingots. Just in case you didn't already know that. Again, not really what I'm after. What I do need though is I need tool. It's a tool thingy. There we go. Tool forge. 4 blocks of iron. That is not going to be enough. So I got 9, 2 blocks. So that's going to be enough there. Let's go chuck that in and smelterize it. Come on, why can't you just go faster? Oh, taking too long. Lost patience with it. See, had to make stuff happen. Like bam, it's got to happen now. None of this, oh, it's going to get to it. No. Okay, I only need 11 bricks. No, I needed more than 11. Ah, sweet. I was kind of worried my inventory was going to be too full for that. Now this is why I mined out the... Oh, I didn't mine out enough, did I? I thought I'd mined out enough. Okay. Didn't think this through. Let's get some light back up. So here we have a Tinkerer's Construct Room. So we're going to start again. This time though, so that one, that one, that one, that one, space for one new tool station, and over this side I'm going to chuck that one down. So I should be able to just go and pick that up whenever I need to, and I can swap it. This you can use to pour out your excess and put it into blocks if you want. But I don't want blocks. What am I doing? Oh, seriously, come on. What am I doing? Waiting on iron. This room is looking kind of empty now, so I'm going to stick just there. Maybe here in the corner. I'm going to stick some more chests in. I'm also thinking of upgrading this to be a diamond chest, to use some of my diamonds up. So how do I make a diamond chest? I need a gold chest. That needs an iron chest. That's a much cheaper recipe. Why the heck would you go for that? Unless I'm missing something. So we've got a recipe for gold chest. Ah, see, that one's iron, that one's a silver chest. Okay, that makes sense now. Do I have a lot of silver? I've got a bucket load of silver. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make that gold chest, but just not right now. Yep. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And then I've got a spare block I can keep until later. Now, let's make seriousness. I think I've gone... What did I forget? What did I forget? Ah, I hate it when this game does that to me. There can't be that many things that use that. Get in there. I forgot a tool station. Darn stinking... Whoa. That's not cool. That's not supposed to happen. I think that's an NEI cheat thing, so I'm gonna turn that off. I hadn't bothered with it until now. Ah, you fool. I wasn't actually deleting it, I was just moving it from stack to stack. Well, I just deleted a bunch of logs that I shouldn't have deleted. The important thing is that even though I thought I might have been cheating, I was not cheating. No siree, no how. Even by accident I can't cheat, and that's important. Okay, you and you gives me a tool station, and we now have the tool forge. This is the big mother that's going to allow me to do super duper things. Bam. Oh yeah, look at that. We can now make hammers, lumber axes, excavators, scythes, cleavers. Man, we can make good stuff, and we can make all the normal stuff as well. So I probably could have just got rid of this, but no, it looks cool. It's going to sit beside it. It's going to look awesome. I can use one for like repairing and one for making, but this is the thing that I want to make. And what do I need for it? I need a big cross. So I'm going to need way more patterns. Okay, so I'm going to need, that's a tool binding. That's what I'm going to need, big tool binding. And smiley face. And big axe head. I think the other thing I needed was a tough tool rod. Nope. Oh, Why you do that? So I now have 2 tool rod patterns. Let's try this again. Arrowhead, fletching, large axeduver, tough tool rod. Okay, that's the one that I needed. So now once again, out of cobblestone, we need to make these all up. So I want to do 1 tough tool rod, I was sure it was here I had to do it. Part builder, you put your stone in. I do not know what I was doing wrong there. 1 tough tool rod, 1 large plate, 1 tough binding, 1 broadhead axe. So that's going to take 4 more ingots of aluminum brass, and I have exactly 3 left. Okay, you guys are super lucky tonight. We're going to get another extended episode because I just can't stop now. This is just, it would be absolutely ridiculous to stop now. So, I'm going to take a stack of that, stack of copper again, and I'm going to make it out of iron because I have like multiple stacks of iron. I mean, I'm sure you guys can feel the love right now, the extra above and beyond I'm going to make this episode good. And then 1 ingot left. So we want to do an axe head now. And then after the axe head, we need to do a large plate. So we'll throw those in there. Now we need to cook up once again. We want 2 of you for 6 of you. No, we don't want to do that. We only want to do 3:1. Now, I'm not sure what kind of ingot I have to put down to make an ingot cast. Okay. Did I do the axe head? I did, okay. So now I just need a large plate. And what do we got in there? 3 more ingots worth. I'm just gonna chuck all these stone things on the ground for now. Now I'm gonna grab a piece of iron and see if I can use a piece of iron to make an ingot mold. I'm not sure if this will work, but I really hope that it does. It's looking like it did. Excellent, so I have an ingot cast. Now does that mean I can then... It does, excellent. And that will take it all out. Sweet. Sweet. Now how much iron am I going to need? So that's going to take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then a large plate. Let's start this again. So we need large plate, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 16, and 6, 22. So I need to put 11 lumps of ore in. I think I'm going to run out of lava. Oh, this would absolutely suck if I ran out. I just can't imagine the world, I think, will literally come to an end if I run out. Not feeling super good about this. But then again, I might get lucky. I might get really, really super lucky. There is going to be a lot of molten iron in there though. Come on. That wasn't too bad actually. 18, 19, 20. So there's going to be lots of molten iron in there. But for now anyway, we can start pouring out the other 18 ingots. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that this is going to go down by 3 as it slowly fills this up. So we've got in there 15 at the moment. We'll start pouring that out, and you'll see this will go down to 12. Then we need a broad axe head. This is going to drain it right down. So a lot goes into making one of those axes. But again, the important thing is it just works. Just need 8 more now. 6, 7, 8. Now one large plate of heavy iron. This is so cool. What have we got left in there? Nothing, and not very much fuel either. But to make this awesome beauty, we don't need much of anything. How do you stuff get on the wrong spot? It's not smart, sensitive shift clicking. This one I am calling the Uber Axe. Oh yeah, the reinforced Uber Axe. Let's go say hello to these little trees. Yeah, look at that. Saplings don't drop though, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. But I think even in the long run, this is still cheaper than paying like 6 diamonds or whatever it is for a whole tree axe. But I'm going to so add redstone to this. Because this is just too ridiculously slow. I want this thing to eat trees. I'm also not totally sure how I repair it, which is going to be a bit of a bummer. Because at some stage it is going to break, and I'm not super up to speed yet on how the repairing for these Uber Axes works. But either way, that was a much less unpleasant experience than before, and I got to show you guys a whole lot of, I guess you'd call them the basics of Tinkerer's Construct. There's so much more to it. But yeah, now that I've got the clay, I've really opened up a whole extra world to myself. So, thank you very much for watching everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Until next time, Astocky out.